Good morning, students. Today, let's look at writing minutes. It's module 5, unit 9 of language skills, that is writing minutes. I think you are familiar with minutes. Have you heard of minutes? Minutes means when a meeting is going on, we usually find that the secretary or a person assigned may take a record of what is happening during the meeting. മീറ്റിംഗ് നടന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത് ആ മീറ്റിങ്ങിൽ പറയുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ എഴുതിയെടുക്കുന്നു. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് വാട്ട് യു മീൻ ബൈ റൈറ്റിംഗ് മിനിറ്റ്സ്. ദിസ് ഇസ് ഡൺ സോ ദാറ്റ് എ പേഴ്സൺ മേ നോട്ട് ഓർ ദ ഡിസിഷൻസ് മേ നോട്ട് ബി ചേഞ്ച്ഡ് ഇൻ ഫ്യൂച്ചർ ആൻഡ് ടു എൻഷുർ ട്രാൻസ്പെറൻസി ദാറ്റ് മിനിറ്റ്സ് ആർ ബീങ് ടേക്കൺ ഡൗൺ വെൻ എ മീറ്റിംഗ് ഇസ് ഗോയിങ് ഓൺ. So, when you write a minute, you have to write it in an objective manner. Whoever is writing a minute, your personal observations cannot come in a minute. Then, personal observations are not encouraged. Limited use of adverbs and adjectives. Usually, we use adverbs and adjectives to make the writing ornamental. Here in minutes, you should not use it. So, that means that writing should be simple and not ornamental. Maintain the same tense throughout the minutes. You have to maintain the same tense. So, this is all what you have to keep in mind while you are writing minutes. Next, let's look at the format of minutes. If when you're writing a minutes, when you're writing the minutes, what is its format? First, you have to provide date and time of meeting, names of the participant present and absent during the meeting, acceptance or amendments to previous meeting. അതായത് is there any change or is there anything that is accepted as far as the previous meeting is concerned? So you have a mention. കഴിഞ്ഞ മീറ്റിംഗിൽ നമ്മൾ ഇന്ന കാര്യം പറഞ്ഞു അത് അക്സെപ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തു അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കഴിഞ്ഞ മീറ്റിംഗിൽ നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞ ഇന്ന കാര്യത്തിൽ ഒരു മാറ്റമുണ്ട്. ലൈക്ക് ദാറ്റ് വി ബിഗിൻ ദി meeting. Next, decisions made or actions taken. What are the decisions we are making and what are the actions taken in the present meeting? Items to be considered in the next meeting. Definitely, a meeting or something of that nature is constructive. So it should move on. So we should have something to consider in the next meeting too. അടുത്ത മീറ്റിംഗിൽ നമ്മൾ ഇന്ന കാര്യത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് ചർച്ച ചെയ്യും എന്ന്. That is how you put an end to it. Next is new business. Is there something new to consider? Next meeting time and place. So when is the next meeting to be held? That too you have to let the members know it, and then you stop that minute. So that is the final thing. You have to provide the next meeting time and place. So here, today I'll give you the example of the question here is prepare the minutes of the sports club meeting held at your college. So a sports club meeting is being held up. So you are supposed to write the minutes. So how will you write the minutes? Let's look at it. First, you have to provide the date, that is September 25th, 2020. That is a date provided. Next is you have to provide the description. So, what is this? This is the minutes of the sports club meeting held on 25th September 2020, and that too in the seminar hall. And as I've already told you in the previous in our previous discussion, we are not to disclose our personal matter. So I have included here XYZ College at 1 p.m. is as under. So this is how the meeting. So this is the place, the time, the date, and the details are provided. You have to provide these details. Next, you have to provide members present. Who all are the members present? So here I have given a list of members. You can provide the names at your whims and fancies. You can provide any names of your concern. Here I have given Geeta Hariharan. That is, but what all the names you are providing, that should be in agreement with the meeting. ഈ മീറ്റിംഗ് നടക്കുന്ന അതിൽ ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട ആൾക്കാരായിരിക്കണം നമ്മൾ കൊടുക്കുന്ന ലിസ്റ്റ്. So Geeta Hariharan, that is the vice principal, XYZ College. Next is Rita Maria. She is a faculty advisor, sports club. Next, you need the student convener, sports club definitely you need a student convener, and that is Faisal Rahman. Next is Sumaya S, and secretary is supposed to write the minutes, and that is Sumaya S. Next is Siddharth, and that is student representative from various departments. If you're aware of it, in our club you have representatives from various departments. So first is Siddharth, next is Ahilya S, next is Fatima Salam. You can write 5 to 6 names are enough. Next is members absent. Members absent, Abdul Faris, the principal, XYZ college. So you have to provide a list of the members absent for the meeting. Next is Aishwarya M, student representatives, Asif N, student representative. So these are the student representative that was absent. Next is you start writing the minutes. That is, the first thing is the minutes of the previous meeting held on June 5th. So the previous meeting was held on June 5th, 2020, and all the matters in that meeting was approved. Next is, as you know, you begin as a next paragraph, but from the margin itself, the members applauded the recent achievement of the baseball team members who got selected to the Kerala University team. അപ്പോൾ തുടങ്ങുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു അച്ചീവ്മെന്റ് പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് തുടങ്ങാം. So the members applauded the recent achievement of the baseball team members who got selected to the Kerala University team. Next is ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ we are like here the sports club meeting is done. So here I have taken it as a sports as a meet. എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു മീറ്റ് നടക്കാൻ പോകുന്ന രീതിയിലാണ് I have thought of this meeting. So an initial amount of rupees 25,000 was released for the initial arrangement of the meet. An amount of rupees 25,000 was released for the initial arrangement of the sports meet that was decided. The student representatives from various departments agreed to organize march past from their respective departments. ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മളൊരു മീറ്റിൽ ഒരു സ്പോർട്സ് മീറ്റിൽ we have march past, and student representatives from various departments agreed to do the march past. Next, what can you have for a meet? It was decided you should have one or maximum of 4 events you could write in a minutes. At least you need to have four list of things in a minute. It was decided to acknowledge the achievement of the former champions during the meet. അതായത് കഴിഞ്ഞ മീറ്റിൽ ആ ചാമ്പ്യൻസിൽ ഈ മീറ്റിൽ നമ്മൾ അക്നോളജ് ചെയ്യാൻ തീരുമാനിച്ചു. Various events of the meet were discussed and the representatives were asked to finalize it. When that is various, so they also thought about the various events that was to be included for the meet, and the student representatives were asked to finalize it. So whenever you are including a new item in the minute, you have to start it from the margin. That is why this is another thing. So this is another list of events. So you have to start it from the margin. Next is arrangements regarding the chief guest and the preparation of the brochure. പിന്നെ നമുക്ക് എന്തായാലും ഒരു മീറ്റിൽ ഒരു ചീഫ് ഗസ്റ്റ് വേണം, and you need a brochure. So that preparation of the brochure was made. It was left for the decision of the principal. As I've told you in the beginning itself, ഒരു minutes എഴുതുമ്പോൾ പിന്നത്തേക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ അടുത്തത് നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങൾ എന്ന രീതിയിലും we have to consider something. So this was left for the decision of the principal. The meeting came to an end on an optimistic note. ഇത് എല്ലാ മീറ്റിങ്ങിലും നമുക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ എഴുതാം. Towards the end you can write this. എല്ലാ മീറ്റിങ്ങിലും കഴിഞ്ഞ മീറ്റിംഗ് എങ്ങനെ തുടങ്ങി എന്നും തീരാൻ നേരത്ത് the meeting came to an end on an optimistic note. You can write that. Next is Sumaya, a secretary. She is a person who is writing these minutes. If you want, you can put a signature over here. It's not compulsory, but if you put it also, it's not wrong. Then next meeting to be held on 2nd November 2020 at the college seminar hall. So as I've told you in the format itself, when you close the minutes, you have to provide the date and also the venue for the next meeting. So this is how you have to write the minutes. So when you write the minutes, you have to, as I've told you in the format itself, you have to include date, members present, members absent. Then you can start off with the previous meeting, then include photo. That is, these are what you call the events. You can include uh, a four, maximum of four to five events. I've included more just for you to understand. And then you can end the minutes by this sentence, that is, the meeting came to an end on an optimistic note. And also you can close it. Definitely you have to write the name of the secretary, and then you have to end the minutes by writing when the next meeting is to be held. So this is a short question for your exam. Just go through this, and if you have any doubts, just contact me through Telegram. That's all. Okay. Thank you.